you a high school student looking for an adventure of a lifetime? Imagine getting to travel around the world and use it as your classroom. Sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? What's up, guys? It's Jada from ProgressiveSchooling.com, and today I'm here to talk to you about traveling high schools and what they are. Have you ever heard of world schooling? It's basically where you travel around the world and you are educated by the things you learn from travel. Many families are choosing travel as their type of education and taking their kids out of school to world school. But so are some high schools. Traveling high schools do the same thing. They're basically a group of students and teachers, and they travel around the world and learn about new cultures and discover new things while having lots of fun. So there are so many pros to traveling high schools or just world schooling in general, and one of them is the endless learning opportunities. So when you're traveling, there's endless opportunities to what you're going to be able to learn. Think about it. Have you ever gone on a trip and not learned anything? Probably not, right? What would be the point? You're going to travel and you want to experience new things, and that's the whole point of travel, to get to know these new cultures and everything exciting and new about it. So another pro is the languages you get to learn. So normally these traveling high schools will incorporate language learning as part of their curriculum. So whichever country you're in, what the language that they're speaking, you will probably get to learn a bit of it while you're there. Because normally these traveling high schools don't speed around countries all the time, because that would be really expensive and take up a lot of time, and there would be less time for exploring the specific country that you're in. So normally they can incorporate language learning just from experiencing and listening to other people talk in that same language. So another pro is all the outdoor time that you'll get from just traveling in general. Because if you're going to a traveling high school, you're not going to be sitting inside on your computer all day. You're going to be with your class outside exploring the new country and doing so many exciting things that are new to you, that you've never heard, experiencing new cultures, and just everything like that. So another pro is international friend groups. You're going to meet people from all over the world when you go to a traveling high school. It's not just going to be like meeting people when you're at a school in one country. You're going to be getting to meet everyone and meeting people from so many different cultures, and obviously depending on where you are in the world, you'll get to meet a lot of international people, and maybe they speak a different language, so you'll get to know them and learn a new language at the same time. There's just so many pros to having an international friend group. And so the last pro I want to talk about is hands-on learning. And when you're traveling, you're not just learning from a textbook, you're learning from the world. And this is a form of hands-on learning. And it's incredible. Hands-on learning is a great opportunity if you have it at any chance you get. Hands-on learning is one of the best ways to learn. It's how everyone used to learn before there were public schools and things. And it's just very good because you get to experience the world as you're supposed to. While there are not very many disadvantages, in my opinion, towards a traveling high school, there are a few. So one of them is friends and family. So you obviously have family at home and stuff, and if you're going to a traveling high school, you will not get to be with them every day all the time. Maybe that is actually a pro for you, but it can be hard leaving your family and friends that you've known your whole life behind for a year of travel. Another con can be the price that it costs to do these traveling high schools and to be part of them. Often they will be quite expensive because you're paying for accommodation, flights, all sorts of travel things. Plus, you need to also pay for your education while you're doing it, for the teachers to come along with you and to support the traveling high school that you are going to. And normally it is pretty expensive, but you can normally get scholarships, which makes the price a little bit lower, and it might help a little bit. So those are the two main cons, in my opinion, of a traveling high school, but really I would still love to go to one of them even though they have those few cons, but they have a lot more pros in my opinion, and I think it would be super cool to get to go to one of these schools. If you want to know more about traveling high schools, I wrote a post comparing 4 different companies of traveling high schools, and there's a handy chart and you can see the different pricings and ages and who it is for. So you can go check that out on my website at progressiveschooling.com/traveling high schools, or you can click the link below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.